Who would be MLK's favorite wrestler ever?
Favorite wrestler ever?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Oh wow.
Any era.
Any
you
era.
know what, dog? I think he wouldn't want to admit it, but it would be Nation Farouk. It would be Nation Farouk, dog. It would just be. It's like somebody put all my frustration into one even bigger black man. It's like onslaught. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like
That's
how
accurate.
Charles Xavier lost his shit and became and unleashed onslaught on everybody. That is what would happen if Dr. King could do the same thing. We would get Farouk from the Nation.
I like that answer.
And that nigga used to beat niggas' ass.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey,
Hey, Ron.
Kellen. Kellen, who would be MLK's favorite wrestler? Sure pick.
Um. Hmm.
are we recording?
Yeah, I'm recording everything. Yeah.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
MLK's favorite wrestler. I think he would really like Hall of Fame Mark Henry. I think he would really
Ooh,
like
that
that
would be
run.
even better.
Yeah,
I
because
changed my answer, brother.
again, a
Hilarious.
black man who literally was crushing any white man put in front of him,
I'll have what he's having, dog. That's it.
beating the top faces in the company,
Yeah.
even though it was for the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, if he hadn't got hurt
No,
during that run,
Nah, I honestly feel like that.
you think
Like
it
when
was
he
on the
had that,
same
when he
level with
had,
that run?
when he had it,
Mhm.
Hall of Pain run,
Yeah.
bro. That was it. Was on par. I gave a fuck about the heavyweight title.
Nah, okay.
I was in.
Yeah, because he won it at SummerSlam 2011. I want to say is when he first won.
My heart
So.
don't pump no Kool-Aid. I felt seen, brother.
Hilarious.
That nigga shouted, "My heart don't pump no
We're
Kool-Aid."
gonna
Niggas
go
took
see
notice.
Mark
He was
Henry
whooping
tonight.
niggas' asses
He was, man. It wasn't no joke. Was not any joke.
with 3-6 Mafia on his shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna
Gonna get their ass kicked. Somebody gonna get their wig split.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Nah, he
How
whooped his asses.
how much would MLK hate Shawn Michaels?
Ooh, buddy.
Well, it depends if
I can't hate nobody, but
motherfucker Shawn
that
Michaels.
motherfucker Shawn Michaels gets on my goddamn nerves.
Can't believe he screwed over Brett, and I'm still mad
Right.
25 years later. Is WWE
Mm.
selling merch for that? I think I saw something
The
about.
screw job?
I think they're selling Screwjob
No
merch.
fucking shot.
Oh, brother, man, the day Brett says that the screw job was a work, I'll hang it up, brother. I'll hang up my boots. I'm done.
Is this the end?
That's the weakness to my fandom right there, bro.
Oh wow. So well, I Googled Montreal Screwjob shirt and some probably uh I don't want those stereotypes out there, but some shady company from faraway lands is selling a shirt with Shawn Michaels doing the sharpshooter on Brett. And I really want to buy this shirt.
Um,
For $24, my wildest dreams can come true.
WWE is selling hoodies. They are selling
No
hoodies
shot.
they are featuring the Survivor Series cover of Brett and Shawn from November 9th, 1997. Holy shit, we're recording on the Screwjob anniversary. Shit.
Is that really propagating the actual screw job by just that? 'Cause, I mean, because the nerds know. But if I think this shirt that I'm seeing that we don't give free publicity to, I think this shirt is really for the nerds if they see this shirt.
You have to
But
throw it in the chat.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I
this is
guess
on
it's
the this is on the shirt.
Oh my god, that's
But
yeah,
that's
yo. We should both get him and just troll Eric one night, yo.
it's
Like,
fine.
you better take that fucking shirt off right now.
Oh, no.
I know you don't care enough, but it'd be funny.
Whatever, brother. It's the business, man. Uh, the
This house the Brett built. Brett built.
I don't know, like that image of it, whatever. You know, I mean, I really feel like if anybody changed it, then like wrestling would be shitty, or it'd be like I don't know. It needed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like like shit like that just don't happen. That's like just something that was just fated one way or the other. All the, you know, everybody was in the right place to be whatever bad guy or good guy they were supposed to be, and it was I mean, fuck it, it kind of was dope. Like when you really think of it, like dog, they did what? And then
It
just
was pretty
you know,
revolutionary, man.
fuck it, man. Huh?
I don't know. So I recently watched the Wrestling with Shadows doc,
Mm-hmm.
and I do think that it is interesting that they happen to be recording the last year of his WWF run, and then it happens to culminate in the screw job,
Yeah,
and we happen to get
obviously.
vaccine footage. So
Well, yeah, definitely. That had like, you know, I had always considered that like, this nigga had it on tape. Like that's what I like when I first saw it. I was like, the fuck. But
Right.
like,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, it very well could be the greatest work of all time. Which would, you know, I guess I would rock one way or the other, but still, it's like super impressive that it was like, you know, it managed to go this long without being busted and um like whatever the plan was from that, like yo, these niggas were brilliant, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? It was like
yeah,
these niggas pulled off the coup of the century.
Of the
Like
century.
literally, if that's the case, because
yeah.
it just ended up being, you know, the big bang for a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think I don't know the last time you guys saw the doc, but I think it is worth revisiting because it really is a snapshot of American nihilism in the
Mm-hmm.
mid and late '90s. It's a snapshot of really this traditional viewpoint of wrestling versus the contemporary times.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, like, there really is a line that everyone should kind of ask is Brett too self-righteous?
Well, shit. I mean,
And
this could be Do We Care too. I mean, not to cut you off, Mark Rob. I just want to say that'd be a good topic we can kind of touch on too if we want to.
I think we're touching it right now, brother. While
yeah.
we're sitting here waiting.
Absolutely.
yeah, so I mean, because I do think that he obviously, him and his family lineage is so embedded in the culture of wrestling that I just think it was really impossible for him to understand the business pivoting from wrestling not actually mattering to the spectacle of being a pop culture entity mattering more than the actual skill of wrestling. Like, and it's so funny that Brett is such a traditionalist, yet he bucks when he's supposed to drop the title. And it's like, well, you literally know that every person who has their last match, they always lose.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't go from company to company holding titles.
Right.
And so you should, and his whole thing was, I can't lose in Canada. I can't lose in Canada. Well, yes, you can. You can lose anywhere on planet Earth. So, it's up to you how graceful you hold it. And I just think that
Well, it was not only that. I don't think it was I can't lose it wasn't just I can't lose in Canada. It's I can't lose in Canada to Sean because
it's both. It's actually
you know what I
really
mean?
both.
Yeah. I can't lose it to I can't lose it here to him because he's an asshat who wouldn't do the same for me. Like that's part of the business as well. and that's from as far as his point of view. Whether or not I agree, um, I think that he is also with so much of their back and forth was just kind of just pushed to be like, you know what, fuck that guy. It's wrong to do. It's what I'm saying, like
Yep.
me as a traditionalist in the business, like wrestling Kennedy, um, you know,
Kennedy.
right. Um, not that one, but for him to it was like, yes, but you guys are like kind of tainting the ritual by making me drop it to a shithead when he's not Iron Sheik, he's not Bob Backlund, you know what I mean? He's like, no, Brett, he's not, he just happens to kind of fucking suck, but he's the next guy, and it's just like, you fucking do it and you go and you make your millions over in WCW. What do you care?
Yeah, and I think the funny thing is he had his like outro to the WWE was basically the Heartbreak Kid, and then also Austin's meteoric rise. And
I think he would have loved to have dropped it to Stone Cold, but it wasn't that
I don't
time yet.
actually. I think if you rewatch it, I think you may have some real questions about that because I think, and maybe this is a part of the editing that's maybe a little bit on a negative side, but he is pretty judgmental of Austin's rise. Now, he's not judgmental of Steve Austin the person,
No.
Yeah.
but he is really
He's about the fan reaction, about
yeah,
what they're
Yeah,
taking to.
that
That's
for
really
sure.
fucking with him.
and so
Yeah.
I actually don't think that I don't think that he would have liked dropping it to
I think
Austin.
that's
I
a
think
good
he would have
question.
been I think he would have been upset.
I
Um
I
because
think
he
if it was like Austin or Sean.
and then also because of that, because those two wrestlers basically at that time eclipsed them in popularity,
Mm-hmm.
or at least in the WWF pushing them to be the one and two guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has a part to do with it also, because Brett is kind of in this period of I need to renegotiate my contract. I had an offer for Vince to be here, forever. Then that offer was rescinded, and so now
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like, well, I just got reneged on a promise to be with a company that
I love.
I was a part of
Yeah.
forever.
Right.
So I think it's a good rewatch in
Yeah.
2022.
And then you take into consideration like the matches with Hakushi, the matches with uh Dr. Isaac Yankem, the whole like all that being an offshoot of like the Lawler feud,
Mm-hmm.
um the fucking Caesar's Palace screw job with Yoko and Hogan. He had like it was kind of building up, and he had kind of like that Hogan shit was messed up, bro. Like,
Yeah, it was.
and the whole thank you, brother. I'm gonna, but that's also a Terry thing, but
I mean, man's supposed to be retired.
right, but it's like okay, you got a tag team match, and you're leaving WrestleMania the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Anyway, yeah, I'm sure he had started to feel slighted, and then that that we're gonna sign you forever, and then like forever, ever, forever, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, bro, come on,
Welcome to the Rasslecast Power Hour.
man.
I
Fuck
am
it, brother.
1/3 of your tag team host of the best podcast, the best wrestling podcast there is. B hyphen, aka Captain
Podcast,
America.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, aka Captain America in 2007 because I'm dead from extra life. But before I go any further, it is my duty, it is my job, it is my honor to present the next member of the Rasslecast squad. Handsome Bane, how are you tonight, sir?
I'm feeling good, brother. I could come out here and bitch about the American education system, but I'll just be screaming into the wind, brother. So I'm gonna do this behind the back pass to the man who needs no introduction, because that's kind of his thing.
Yo, it's your motherfucking boy, V Mark Rob, aka Sean Mad Love, aka Martin Luther Bling, aka Malcolm Flex, aka King Grifty Jr., aka Himbo Slice, aka No Cell Michelle, aka Baquan the Chef, because do you smell what the Mark is cooking? Aka Southeast Side Gun, because I skipped the Grammys 36 years straight to watch me some goddamn wrestling, aka Big Thick Dudley, aka Mississippi the Flapjack Kid, aka Larry July. Don't check me, check the tapes, check the motherfucking documentaries on wrestling that I'm blanking on the name for Bret Hart, and you tell me if the Montreal Screwjob was a work or a shoot. What the fuck is going on?
Wrestling with Shadows.
Woo! Wrestling with Shadows.
There it is.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome everybody to the Rasslecast Power Hour. Great to be here. So,
Man, it's a late night.
it is
It
a late
feels
night.
like, brother.
Well, daylight savings, man. I think once again it's kicking everybody in the teeth.
The white man is messing with the clock again.
And that's your title.
This is the last year, right?
I heard
this is it?
that.
Apparently.
So
I've heard that. Hopefully, because just leave it alone, bro. Like I was
Yeah.
actually like looking for the extra hour. Like that's how dry I am on sleep. And it's like, well, all right, man. I guess the white man give me back my hour.
Yeah, that worked against me because I was in the middle of a game-a-thon and 2 o'clock. Yeah, because 1 o'clock hit 2 o'clock and it went right back to 1 o'clock.
Shout
and I
out.
was like, did we just pass 1 o'clock again? They were like,
Yeah, you
yup.
did.
Yup.
Shout out to this American hero.
Hey,
Fucking
$275,
here.
baby. And the team I was with raised over $3,000, and
Nice.
yeah, a couple other people in the room raised over $100. So we did pretty good, man. About $3,500, and I'm thinking about doing a couple other streams to see if I can get a little bit more money in before December 31st.
yeah.
So
all right.
I was very
Check is
happy
in the
with that.
mail, brother. You know.
All right, cool.
Check. Well, it's
For the
not in the
kids,
mail,
for the
but it's
kids.
coming. It's coming.
Hilarious.
Never break kayfabe, baby.
Never, brother. So, well, shit, man. We got some Do You Cares.
we do.
We got some Do You Cares, brother. Busy week. Busy, not like crazy, but I got some stuff worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Do you care? Let's see. Bobby Lashley says he's going to get the Hurt business back together. Do you care?
Mark Rock.
Now I need you guys to set it up for me. I need you to teach me
Okay.
on what the Hurt business is, and 2, if I should care or not.
Okay.
Brother, whoa, man. Oh, I think we got it. I got it. This is like an elevator pitch. Yeah,
It really is.
Let me set this. Let me set your expectations very high.
Go for it.
I'm thinking these guys are Martin Luther King's wildest dream. Okay,
Okay.
these ass black men.
Yes.
Like, and we're talking Shelton Benjamin,
Beautiful black men too. Can't leave that out.
beautiful, dark, rich, complex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just dark, rich, looking fucking gods. You know what I'm saying? In varying sizes.
CDs are looking motherfuckers.
Fucking Cedric
Alexander. Yep.
I
just had to think of it too. I was going through names
no,
a second ago.
No. Well, I don't want to say I can't remember Cedric Alexander. I can't remember when people have taken the
last names.
first or last name taken away from them by Vince McMahon. Cedric Alexander, right?
Yes.
Young up and comer, fucking nimble,
Great.
ballerina nimble,
Mhm.
fucking graceful, can do anything
Would
in the
love
air.
to see
Like,
him wrestle Pentagon Jr.
bro,
That'd
the
be an
nigga
amazing
could
match.
double jump. All right,
He can.
He
can.
He like jumps up in the air and then he jumps like fucking Dante from Devil May Cry. Fucking Shelton Benjamin. You've seen Shelton Benjamin. The only thing that stopped him from getting a world title was racism.
Yes. 100%.
The spirit of racism for whatever reason. This man came from a shack, brother. Like, they showed his old house. Google it, and the man flew through the glass ceiling. All right, you just
Blonde hair.
the
and
cream
all.
of the crop, brother. Where is it, man? You know, like it's
Clean. Rise to the top. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
And then you have MVP, their manager, their mouthpiece, brings the outfit. Oh, and by the way, he just wins Brazilian jiu-jitsu tournaments. You know, he don't deal with this little wrestling shit that y'all be doing. He's out there really breaking niggas off. You know what
No
I'm saying?
big deal.
And then the crown jewel is none other than Bobby beat your ass Lashley.
Yes, sir.
The centerpiece, dog.
Redeeming everything he did during his first run with WWE.
My lord, dog. This is and like
Multi-time WWE champion.
yes. And also like I watched like a workout that he did, and it was like this nigga's jacked. You figure like he just eats weights. And he's like he just goes and he's like, I just go in there and see how I feel, man. And then if it's gonna be a bench day, then I just bench, man. You know? Like,
That's what's up.
what do we do? It's like
His whole workout is based on vibes. Then is what you're telling me.
I think he literally said that. It was
Got you.
and he proceeds to kill Sheamus in a workout. He's like, hey guys, don't worry if you can't do this. Like if it's like if 1 minute is too long for you to hold this pose, remember only the elite guys can really do a minute. So and then he gets up and does another 15 minutes. So yeah.
So imagine this stable, Mark Rob. Okay.
I care.
Yes.
I want them, they got to get a sister in there though. They got to get
Yes.
a sister in
Ooh.
there.
I mean,
yeah.
Now you
mean-
said something right now. So I care with an asterisk. I care if they bring a sister into the mix.
They may.
Okay. Okay.
I'm wondering though, are they going to also add Omos because he's current client of MVP.
He is. He totally
And
is.
He's a literal giant. It's like
I mean,
this is like 7'12".
is the group big enough for two big dudes, though? Of course it
hell yeah.
is.
You can always use a giant. This nigga's
Absolutely.
Groot,
Hilarious.
bro. Like
really is.
And
he just has gotten better the more he's wrestled. Honestly,
he is getting better.
he's really out there working his ass off, and I respect.
Yeah, I
him for
care.
that.
I would. Yeah, I don't know what sister I get in there though.
I mean, there's two sisters that's on ice right now.
Not yet. It's not the time for it's. It's
Okay.
almost. It's
Okay.
almost. You gotta. Yeah, the tension. Well, because Harrell talked about it a little bit last week, but so right now we all care. We care about her business. Great.
Yes, 100%. Her business
Yeah.
in there.
So if you'll notice on the little graphic for Survivor Series right now for War Games, they filled in on Bailey's team. There's damage control, so that's 3.
Yep.
And then they added Nikki on their side, and then there's a blank space in there, so they got one more to recruit. And then they put Bianca, Alexa, Asuka, 2 blank spots on the side in the graphic.
Mm.
Come on, brother.
Hilarious.
It
Come
writes
on,
itself.
brother.
It writes
Give it to me,
itself.
man. And you
Put
gotta
Bailey and Sasha
gotta
on opposite
see-
sides of the ring, bro. At
I'm going to
Survivor
watch
Series.
it live, and
Yes.
I'll shit. Oh, shit.
Hilarious.
I'll shit.
Oh shit.
Guys,
I'll
I'm
shit
just
if
gonna
it-
shit.
Dog, if that hits in Boston, and it's got to be God, JoJo's not announcing anymore. Damn it,
Nah.
it's got to be JoJo saying Boston's very own. Oh, hook it to my veins, brother.
Let me pivot back to her business for just a second.
Sure.
And I need you to educate me on another subject also.
Okay.
So, what is the success? What is the excitement of resurrecting stables? So, I just got out of
Good question,
wrestling
Mark Rob.
when DX got resurrected. So, I have no clue if that was even successful or not. Even when NWO, I guess, came back, I guess, quasi whatever.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think the success potentially of bringing the Hurt Business would actually mean? And also, has there been successful stables to be resurrected?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say with the Hurt Business, with the success of the Bloodline, they've really shown after years of them not really wanting to commit to a true stable outside of the New Day, and the New Day has always been like the free bird rule. There's three of them, so they were a stable, but it was always just they're a 3-man tag team was the idea. So with the formation of Bloodline, this is the first time in years that WWE has really had a strong stable, a strong heel stable that is really dominating the narrative of the whole company. And it's proving that stable still works, something that Vince had gotten away from. So to bring in another strong stable that was potentially working even before the Bloodline was formed and had a lot of fans of it, especially when Lashley ended up winning the championship, and then having it taken away from us suddenly twice for no apparent reason. Like there was, and it wasn't even like there was storyline, like, yeah, we broke up and everything, but it wasn't.
So, it wasn't.
There was no build. It was just like yeah, we
it
cool
was
one week,
those-
and next week it's like, oh, I'm mad at you. I'm a super kick
It
you in
was
the
a
face.
very
We broke up.
directionless.
Right.
Bro, it was like that was more of the stuff we were talking about before with Trips being like having a direction, because this Hurt Business, I think Vince just kind of, and I'm gonna say it, I think he just put the black guys together, and
Yep.
it worked so well that like they like MVP being the mouthpiece, Shelton and Cedric just doing work in tag team. Like you could put Shelton in there with like
Anybody.
you could put him on a team with anybody, and he'll make them niggas sweet as hell. But if you're also already sweet as hell, it's like, oh, that I can make you sweeter as hell. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like he was you could tell like Cedric Alexander was learning a lot, and like that.
Absolutely.
That's what builds future superstars. Surprise, surprise.
It
does.
does.
Because nobody wanted them to break up. Like
No.
fans were like,
Okay.
wait, what? So that's why I feel like there's obviously more juice there, because nobody wanted them to break up anyway. We weren't tired of them. They hadn't jumped the shark. It was just like, I think it's one of those things because Vince put all the black guys together and the black guys got over really big. It was just like, kill us.
Let's
For whatever
separate
reason,
it.
because he kept breaking it up. And like, just like having Bobby Lashley lose the belt without even being involved in like the match because he got some freak accident or whatever. Oh, Bobby Lashley's injured in the match, so he can't wrestle and defend his own title. Brock Lesnar wins again. It's like, him.
Has there, and I don't know if you guys can readily get this answer, has there ever
Told you I
been
was gonna beat his black ass.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Has there ever been two black stables at the same time where each stable had a respective champion?
No.
No, not really.
Easy.
No.
Easy no. Easy no. Here we go. Trying to think. I know there weren't any women's tag titles, but if we're counting two black stables that were like right on top, red hot at the same time, it would be New Day and it would be Team Bad.
Yeah.
And they were like the
got.
brother and sister, they were like brother and sister frats, you know what I'm saying? Like young Sasha in there with Tamina and Naomi. And it was such a fun time. It was like the one thing that they couldn't fuck up, because it was just like, hey guys, we're black, we're going to be using slang that you don't understand, so don't try to write for me, we're out. So you know what I'm saying, like that's kind of the advantage of being, that's the advantage of their ignorance, really, is to be like, if you say it, I'm gonna sound stupid. And they were like, oh, I guess I kind of have to defer to you, you know. Like I did it in college when I worked on the show Apartment 6. I told them like, yeah, I should probably rewrite my script because I'm going to use words that you guys don't know how to write the way I talk. Yeah. And so that's the advantage that you end up getting is because it's like they have to believe you. I can go in there and say whoopsie woozle, and they'll be like, black people are saying that? Nigga, how the fuck you gonna tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like they gotta let that rock. But that was a real fun time, Team Bad and New Day, because it was such unexplored territory at that point. It was just like everything they were saying was working. And, they ride around on golf carts, twerking everywhere, and like it was just like fuck it, let them do their thing. Like people seem to love this.
The New Day were twerking, by the way, Mark Rob. Just to clarify,
everybody was twerking.
Oh,
that's true.
Everybody was twerking.
Everybody was twerking.
Equal opportunity.
Sasha was like riding on Big E's back and shit. I was like, y'all niggas are going crazy out there, and it was a lovely time because they had no idea what to do. It was just like some college kids from fucking Grambling just having a good time. Like it was dope.
All right, there it is.
Saved by the Bell WWE version, pretty much. The black college years.
But good because it's black people.
Hilarious.
So to finish answering the question though, Mark Rob, the reason people get excited for stables, like the reason DX was so exciting back in 2006 when they finally reunited is because they were smart and kept them apart for 4 years, and they teased it for 4 years before they finally put Hunter and Shawn back together. And that was the first time they've been together since Shawn retired.
And that was a kind of like a novelty act too.
It was a novelty act.
It was a feel good tour, and that was like, yeah, that's a big.
That
difference.
didn't end until literally Triple H got hurt, and they were going over big everywhere, and they were like leading. They're ending Raw. They were involved in all the major storylines, and so it was a big a good time.
About that.
I know that. I mean, shit,
I was like, all right, yeah, that's where I drew the line.
Yeah, it was the Spirit Squad feuds and everything. So,
oh my god.
Now with NWO, the reason it got old is because WCW tried to put them back together so many times before the company folded. Yeah. And then when they came to WWE, everybody was like, "Oh, not these niggas again," essentially.
Right. Yeah, and also with cool stables, you always run the risk of like if you got a cool heel stable, you run the risk of them going face or being forced to be babyface at some point because it's just like, all right, though. I guess that they're cheering them too much. Which
was Nash's natural progression by the time '98 rolled around. So when they broke off to the Wolfpack, then that made sense for Nash to kind of go that because Nash was already challenging Hogan a lot early in the year before the Wolfpack happened. So that was natural progression for that. But then, like you said, like Roman is so over now. I mean, not to say that he's don't change Roman by no means, but the natural thing would be like
Roman, I told you want Roman.
Like, dog, not like this though. Shut.
Like Sammy is clearly a face in this group, but don't make the rest of them faces, man. Like the balance is perfect. Don't fuck it up. So people just love to see the nostalgia of it, especially when it works again. So that's why people love to see stables come back. Even if it's for one night. That's why DX is able to come back and do their little anniversary thing a few weeks ago, and everybody popped for it. Because
speaking of which, your boy Road Dogg.
Would you say that was we should do this again sometime caliber segue right there?
Sure. Sure. I'm not Crystal, but I'm
or Cat or Mark Rob.
Road Dogg Jesse James said on his podcast, and I guess you got to say what you got to say to get listens, brother. We don't do that here. We only talk about the love of the game, and also whenever somebody makes a jackass of themselves by saying that Bret Hart can't wrestle, or no, he says Bret Hart wasn't that great of a wrestler, and that he was the Road Dogg, is a better sports entertainer than Bret Hart.
I'm not mad at the second piece of that statement. I'm not necessarily mad at that because he's basically just saying, I got the crowd more hyped than Bret. Which, did Road Dogg have better mic skills than Bret? To be honest, probably yes. If we're talking about just a goofy ass person getting cheap pops on the mic. Bret was never someone that tried to get pops on the mic. He was basically building stories, shit talking, and then That's basically it, right? But then Road Dogg, oh, you didn't know? Like, imagine Bret Hart saying some shit like, oh, you didn't know? Yo ass better call somebody. Just imagine Bret trying to go to those type of levels to get heat. So, okay, let's just give him the pass on that piece. But say Bret wasn't a great wrestler. That's just fucking funny. That's just fucking funny.
That's just petty. That's straight petty.
I'll tell you what it is. It's asinine, is what it is.
Oh, hey, Brett.
Hey, how's it going? Mark Rob, I heard you. You said, imagine me. I would never. I don't. I wouldn't. That's not my strong suit to go out there and say
talking to humans.
You didn't know your ass better call somebody and do it over and over again, and that be like your one trick. I get that, but I want you to imagine this, and I know that I know I'm preaching to the choir right now, but when Road Dogg comes down off of whatever he's on, he's gonna listen to this podcast and he's gonna take what you said and he's gonna reverse it in his own mind, and he's gonna say, could I have been a guy standing in the middle of Wembley Stadium taking Davey Boy Smith to the greatest match of his career?
Who was on crack?
Well, he was on crack.
He was on.
No, he'd be the guy who was also doing some crack at that time.
He'd been right in there with Jim.
He would have been right in there with Davey. He would have been right in there with Davey. You imagine seeing the Montreal Screwjob with Road Dogg on the ground and like giving one fuck about that?
Oh shit!
Can you imagine?
He had fans, Brett. What the hell?
He didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had some guys who wanted him to come out and sing "Let's Go Out to the Kitchen," and then get the hell out of the way. Did you? What one move? Give me one move you cared about that the Road Dogg
when he did this little shuffle thing, right?
When he did the little thing like he had.
Yeah, when he shook his knees like he had cataracts.
You like shucking and jiving.
When he wore the fake braids with the weave.
Yeah, when he was misappropriating black culture by braiding his hair and shucking and jiving and being
rolling one up.
Anyway, man.
He was a big 420 advocate in 1998.
Anyway, man, so was I. I smoke joints too. It doesn't. I didn't make it my personality.
You smoke marijuana? No,
I sure did.
Shot.
I sure did.
You guys in Canada, you guys got the fire, bud. But anyway, we're not going to talk about recreational drug use in this podcast. So you can go ahead and go, Brett. So
yeah, I'm out. Just come on.
Thank you, Brett. Always glad to see you.
You guys have a good show, man.
Oh, we always do, Brett. We always do.
Now we had to kick Brett out because I'm going to read the Road Dogg quote. I don't think Brett will be able to handle this, but we got to get Eric's reaction to this quote, the whole quote, because I actually think when we have the context of what he said, I think he has some points to make. So
good.
Here's what Road Dogg said.
Do it, I dare you.
For me personally, and that's all you're going to get from me is ever because that's all I got. This is my only reference point. I never saw what the big deal was with Brett as a performer. I never understood it. He was a great worker, and I thought about saying good, but he was a great worker. Oh, okay. He worked better than me, tenfold. Worked circles around me. Don't ever think I've ever told anybody I was a good wrestler, because I haven't. But if you listen to my podcast, you know that's true. I don't think I was a good wrestler. I don't think Brett was a great wrestler. I think I was a better sports entertainer than Brett was. And I think that's where the money is. So was Road Dogg a better entertainer than Brett? I mean,
for 30 seconds, maybe?
That's the kind of the rub. So
you know what I mean? Like it's not enough of a sample to be like, like
it's not like Road Dogg had
like
the IC title runs or anything like that.
Well, I mean, who shivs a get? But like people, I get it. I don't know. It's just like the guy. It'd be like the usher saying like, "I did a better job than than the guy
Steven
who's up there.
Spielberg.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steven Spielberg. I did a better job sweeping this floor than he did directing that movie. I swept the fuck out of this floor. Like it's like, bro, it's like, and somebody gotta sweep the floor. Like I'm in no way disparaging floor sweeping at all. Shout out to anybody who sweeps floors, cleans toilets, puts fucking whatever where you make the world go round.
Absolutely.
But like you did your thing and somebody else did theirs. So I don't think they're actually comparable, dog. Like for that nigga to like come out his mouth and be like, yo, put me and Bret Hart in the same sentence. Cause it's like, why would you? Because it's apples and oranges at that point.
Yeah, the only thing notable of Road Dogg's career was the DX Tag Champ run.
Mhm.
It was fun.
It was fun.
And that's the thing. Like
And it was
you
a
need
good, it was
wrestlers
a
who are
big part
fun.
of the show. Yeah.
Yeah, you need wrestlers who are fun, who when they're on camera, you're entertained by them. But the thing about it is when they're off camera, you don't spend a second thinking about them.
Mhm.
That's what the Road Dogg was.
Right.
And Bret Hart.
I say diggity dog and be like, oh shit, that was Road Dogg.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. and Bret Hart, while he did not have the entertainment level on the mic skills, he resonated so deeply with wrestling fans, and he didn't need to be shucking and jiving, doing the Tootsie Roll before he did a weak ass knee drop.
And bro, and that's fine if you're gonna do the Tootsie Roll. Just shut the fuck up about the guy up there fucking directing the orchestra, my nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, that and this, I mean, if I need to take you on a world tour of shit that like places that Bret's gone, that he doesn't speak the language, but when he gets in the ring, people are fucking crying. Like that's crazy, bro. Like, what do we? Anyway,
and then Wrestling Shadows, he was in like India or some shit.
Yeah.
Like literally,
right? People are like, Heat man. Like people are going crazy when he comes out there. So like when people didn't understand why, and we're gonna get into this later anyway, but when people didn't understand like why he was such a mark for himself or whatever, it was like when he's talking about like, I kind of need to remain a hero in some way, because he's thinking about, when I go to Ohio and get booed,
fuck Ohio.
Those guys.
Right.
Fuck Ohio. But like, dog, when we go back across the pond and them little fucking Indian kids are over there like, nah, they gotta boo me. And it's like, yeah, dude, like maybe. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, but they worked it out. He found a way to work it out to where he could go anywhere else and still get over, get the baby face going on.
And
anyway,
one last note about Road Dogg, let's not forget that if Shawn hadn't hurt his back, then Triple H would still have been doing the intro for DX with Shawn, and therefore opening up the lane for Road Dogg and Badass Billy Gunn to do that little.
Man, things happen in this business that open up doors, brother.
Right, man. So one injury to Shawn is why he got to be in that spot saying the DX catchphrase every week, because Triple H was not saying it without Shawn, and he never did without Shawn. So.
Very true.
Just saying.
All right, I got a fun one for us. It's not a do you care, but because of course we care. I got a this week in Rasslecast history.
Ooh.
Okay? Ooh. And I don't know if I'm always gonna have these, but this popped up on my feed.
Okay.
On this date, we talked WWE cuts. This is last year. The Ring of Honor shut down. Oh no, the Ring of Honor shut down. It's a sad day. And we introduced some folks to Waves and Curls. They go Waves and Curls came up. I think they were here last week. I think they were like in Brockton last week, and I just couldn't get to them, bro. Like,
oh damn.
I was like, I'm
go
going to see
ahead,
Waves and Curls. I'm gonna go see Waves and Curls next time they come to town.
Oh my god!
I'm definitely going to see Waves and Curls when they come to town.
Waves and Curls.
Oh, Waves and Curls.
When I first learned of Waves and Curls last year, I felt like a 63-year-old black man learning about hip hop for the first time.
Right?
Like,
what they call this? Hippity hop music?
Oh no!
I don't like it.
Oh come on, Russell.
I don't know.
What do you listen to, Russell?
Oh, old wrestling music.
I was gonna say wrestling intros.
Old wrestling intros, man. I got the same playlist as the Fabulous Freebirds, man.
You just got loaded up an 8-track, don't you?
Do you still have
Vinyl.
WWF
Vinyl.
Volume 1 on CD?
WWF. Mm-hmm. Most
Right.
of that was just kind of like the boos that would come down and the cheers for the baby faces. That was them. You could tell who was coming down the aisle back in those days by just how they would boo. Like when I would come down the aisle, they would yell, "Nigger, nigger, nigger," like that. See,
That's
how you knew.
terrible.
That was my theme song.
Oh, white people
Yeah.
chanting the N-word at you? Oh, wow.
That was it. That's how you knew I was in town.
Oh,
And
shit.
apparently I was the heel.
Oh.
I didn't know. I didn't do nothing to nobody.
I mean, we
never
never
knew.
knew.
I didn't do that. My skin is my sin, I guess. I don't know. Sure. I said, well, I guess, So I started doing things like drinking from their water fountains and,
Using their bathrooms and all that.
using their bathroom. Ooh, that used to get some heat. I tell you. Went on there and I'd take off my shoe and walk on their grass. You see there? I was pushing the limits back then, brother.
Oh shit!
I was pushing the limits back then, but
God bless you, Russell McRussellface. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
It was me and Big Cat Ernie Ladd. Oh, they hated him, but they were scared to death.
Oh, of course.
They did not come nowhere near Big Cat Ernie Ladd, brother. Smash the girls too.
Well, speaking of smashing the girls, Russell McRussellface, you got to exit stage right.
Oh yeah, I'm funking up the vibes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go
just a little bit.
Go
take
have a hot
old
dog?
Flippy. Man.
Oh, not old Flippy. We don't talk about old Flippy anymore. I wasn't even here, and I know all about old Flippy, man.
Old Flippy.
No old Flippy, man.
Hit me up on MySpace.
On MySpace.
Did you McRassleface?
Did you design your page and put the custom HTML and all that on there, Russell?
Sure did.
Talk about some 2000.
All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go DDT a cop or something.
All right, you take care.
Shout out to that.
Take care, Russell McRussellface. Oh man,
fuck the blue. Oh yeah. Oh, there was also Do-Rag History Month pictures with Vince McMahon wearing a do-rag. Which is always hilarious. It's always funny.
I just so happen to be celebrating wearing a do-rag myself. Look at me. Look at me. Putting over do-rags.
Guess y'all niggas having hair. Yeah. So shit, man. Let's talk quick tag team gauntlet. Since it is tag team month here.
It is tag team month.
Rasslecast Power Hour. Boom. Something easy. Your two wrestlers that you don't think teamed up, at least that you wish would have. You could take them from any time period, whatever. Let's do that. Yeah, let's take them from any time period, and then you can plug them into any time period. Let's get crazy. Okay.
Damn.
I mean,
got it.
So are we gonna draft both wrestlers or draft one wrestler?
Well, we're not drafting.
We're just saying this is gauntlet.
Yeah, it's just a super quick gauntlet kind of.
Well, Kellen, since you got the light bulb first, go at it.
Mr. T and R-Truth.
Ooh, that's black.
That's black.
Hilarious.
Ooh, you got Mr. T.
It's
bring
a
the
black
seriousness.
ass episode out of nowhere.
It really is.
Wait a minute. I mean, it's a black ass wrestling pod. It's like
it really is.
It's the blackest. Like this is probably the blackest episode.
Black y'all.
The Black Album.
Oh, also shout out to R-Truth, man. He got a tour quad, man. Speedy recovery and best wishes to you, sir, man.
His shit gonna I don't know, man. I don't know how he's that old and just like stays together the way he does. And
it's like his first major injury in a while. So
he probably it's about to melt back together like T-1000 and shit. R-Truth is immortal, dude.
But you got R-Truth to bring the funny.
And Mr. T.
R-Truth can wrestle, and then Mr. T can bring the seriousness. And this is 80s Mr. T, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
yeah, man. So
This
I
is
think
fresh off the door bouncing niggas, Mr. T.
yes, yes. That is who I want to see wrestle. Um, wrestle together. That'd be a great tag team.
That's just came out of the name office, changing his name legally to
To
Mr.
Mr.
T.
T.
They go
So
like
people had to call
Mr.
him
T.
Mr.
That is a man.
hmm
um,
Longest Hall of Fame speech in history, but he's a man.
right. Yeah, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Y'all built WrestleMania off my black back. I'll talk up here as much as I want to, nigga.
Amen.
Without Mr. T being at WrestleMania, this shit doesn't take off.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck y'all. I'll sit up here and talk as long as I want to. I'm glad he did. Let me give me it's too easy. Give me Brett and Kurt Angle and put them in the 80s.
Oh wow.
Give me Brett
Oh
and Kurt Angle.
shit.
Put them in the 80s.
God.
I want them beating the shit out of
Canadian American
everybody.
connection. Oh my God.
I want them beating the brakes off everybody.
I'm getting turned on at the thought of that. That's
Yeah,
amazing stuff right
then,
there.
And then when they turn, brother, it's we can cancel the rest of wrestling. Have them go at it, like, I mean, it's still going to be big inflated dummies back then, but man, they are going to steal that thunder.
Oh,
They're
God.
like,
I wish
he's
we
not
seen
going
that.
to. Hogan's not going to want to be in the ring with either of them at that point in time.
Not.
He's like, shit.
Of
but
course
like,
not. That's why Hogan always stayed ducking Brett. All
yeah.
right. I love that for us.
So something random that I got to thinking about. If we I'm thinking about like late '90s Undertaker with Psycho Sid.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Just
like Ministry era.
Maybe like '97 take.
Okay. Right before.
Like,
Yeah.
Right when he started showing the tattoos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like circa Hell in a Cell.
I was about to say that Hell in a Cell era take.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, after Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. Obviously, I think like big tag teams with like two tall towers of dudes. I don't know, like they really work for like long-term success, but I feel like they just would have been beating ass. It would have been mad squashes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. A lot of
oh my God.
paychecks.
Saturday morning would have been hell.
Yeah, a lot of easy paychecks for
those
them.
Superstar recordings, where they used to just beat the shit out of jobbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
You mean you talking about deadbeat dads? Is that what we used to call them? What we call them?
Nigga dads,
time?
Yeah. Shout out to Edible. Yeah, those jobbers are like dads.
Yep.
They used to be, everybody used to be on there beating the shit out of dads on Saturday. We'd be like, damn, Undertaker here? Lights go out, coming out like, dog.
Yo, he fighting the nigga in a white tee and some blue shorts,
right?
Mismatched boots.
How did that nigga find himself in this situation, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yo,
you're probably wondering how I got here.
Fighting the harbinger of death itself, dog. Like, all right, on Saturday morning, though.
Man, I hope my man had some coffee beforehand. And yes, I know it was taped.
Ridiculous.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, great one. Those are all great answers. Good job, guys.
Well, hang on.
I know we're not done. I was just saying good job on the first.
All right.
God.
Yeah, well, of course. Best tag team title design.
Not the current ones.
No, I don't care for the penny belts or the
well, we were just talking about Road Dogg and Badass. I like those tag designs in the Attitude Era. I think those belts were okay.
Oh, the ones with the little shapely at the top and they come down and the dip around with the little wide eagle on the top.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I like that one too. I always equate that with Money Inc. and the Legion of Doom when they finally or when the Road Warriors finally came over and they were in the Legion of Doom. Those belts, the one that got the elongated globe and it says world on it. I
Yeah.
like those. I like the what I used to call the Harlem Heat WCW tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Those
those
are good.
that little oval, well, I mean those little round shaped with I mean they're just like the other grid belt, but I don't know, something about those just made I wanted those. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was always partial, and just like I'm partial to the design of what became the undisputed WWE Championship. I like the WWE Tag Team Championship belts from that era too, with the
yeah,
yeah. I really like those with the red globe on them.
those are fire.
Yeah, that's my
Then
answer.
they had the blue ones too, right, for SmackDown eventually, which was
Yes.
like,
Hmm.
yeah, those are cool. Those are
I
fine.
do like the idea. I like the concept of the ones they have now, but it just doesn't work. Like
Right.
with the Spartans and everything like that, with the helmets, and it's like I see what
Yeah.
y'all are going for. Y'all just didn't quite get there,
Or y'all didn't, yeah, it's just like it
especially
was
with
like
the
so
bronze.
arbitrary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so arbitrary to where it was just like, yeah, like they literally made the tag title a bronze medal
Mm-hmm.
at one point
Yeah.
where it
I
was just
know.
like, I
I mean,
don't
they're
know.
silver now,
I don't
but
like
still.
it. But right now it's silver, so it's like, I don't know, guys. It's kind of not feeling like a prestigious title here. But like,
We
feel
want
like
the gold, sucker.
we want dog.
Exactly.
God damn it! I'm glad you said it. The yeah, that one. Yeah, now I'm kind of siding with yours, bro. It made me change answers a couple times. Well, you will, all right? Switch it. Um, yeah, that was a good one. Me, I want to say, oh, what's I'm gonna ask one for you to think about for a second, and I'll ask another one that's easier to answer
Okay,
while you think about it.
got you.
The first one is gonna be, what is your favorite hot tag? What is the hottest tag you've ever that you like
So this
wanted
is in the history of matches.
in matches, right? And of course you're not gonna, get the one, but like in a match, right? Whereas somebody's been getting their ass whooped. They trying to reach for they trying to reach for that tag. Which one, like, kind of like, you know,
Mm,
that's
okay,
very specific, I know. But just try to think about it.
okay.
I have an answer, but it's not. I have an answer. It's the answer, but it's like, anyway. It's weird, but it works. You'll see. Um, and then favorite Survivor Series match tag, like traditional tag with the eliminations and whatnot. I got that one too. So I'll say that while you guys think about that one.
Okay.
I'm going to go with probably like the first 4-on-4 match like that just like stuck out to me. And it was Survivor Series 91 again. That was a big night for my wrestling fandom. But it was the first match. It was Ric Flair, the Mountie, the Warlord,
Mm.
and Ted DiBiase. Was it? Maybe it wasn't Ted. And then on the other side it was Brett Piper. Yeah, it was Brett Piper, Virgil, and Bulldog. So everybody on each team had like legit beef with the other one. So it was like everybody had their counterpart. So it was like Piper was beefing with Flair at that point in time. The Mountie had just like shocked Bret Hart with a fucking cattle prod while he was sick or something. Um, Bulldog and Warlord had their shit going on, and Virgil was fighting for his papers against DiBiase. So
Literally.
and,
No joke.
it ended in everybody somehow got counted out, even though you can't be counted out unless you're the legal man.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, you can just count everybody except Ric Flair out and make him the sole survivor. So that was weird. But that was my favorite traditional tag.
Got you. I'm looking now to see because they're oh wait, was that it? That damn that might be it. What year was that? Um, so it was Team SmackDown versus
Okay.
Team Raw. So
Mhm.
it was only a few years ago. I'm trying to see what year it actually was because Wikipedia is failing me with this jank ass 10-on-10 match. Um, hold on, it's coming up. I'm going to have to edit that out. Um, it was 2018.
Okay.
So this is everybody who was in the match. So you had both the Usos, you had the New Day, and it was
Mhm.
Big E and Xavier Woods. You had Sanity, who had a very short run, Eric Young and
Mhm.
Killian Dane, Gallows and Anderson, the
Mhm.
Colons with Epico and Primo, or the clones, Kofi Kingston and Alexander Wolf.
Mhm.
Shut up. So versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, the Revival, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, who was over big time then.
What?
Yeah, the Ascension and Lucha House Party. This was only a few years ago, and this match was craziness. Yo, I
Man, I'm
remember
about
this
to go
match.
watch that shit, dog. That's just
It was
like,
22 minutes. It was the 10-on-10 tag team match.
dog. That's just sound like you remember like when you first got Kazaa or some shit, and you looked up something. You'd be like, uh, uh, DMX featuring Nas, Method Man,
Mm-hmm.
Limp Biscuit, Undertaker. You be like, dog. All right, bro. Like, are
It'd have
you doing it to
everybody on
somebody? Like,
there.
it's
Yep.
like one of them terrible mixes.
Mm-hmm.
Redman, Method Man.
My favorite is the Beautiful remix that has Tupac on it and Biggie and all them. I get so
Tupac, Biggie,
Mary J.
Redman,
Blige is on there
Method
too,
Man.
singing "Can't Knock the
Dog.
Hustle."
Oh my God. I hated those
Yeah,
guys, bro. Because that first time you download it, like, yo, this crazy. Like,
yep.
there's no way this song exists. So you just download it. Um,
Yeah, I don't know what made me think of that one. That's why I knew the New
no,
Day and the Usos were in it, so I had to go
that's
find it.
ridiculous. I guess I'll go look it up.
Yeah, man, it was Survivor
Did I
Series
just
18.
stroke
That's when
off? Like
AJ
just
and
pass?
that's when Ronda and Becky were supposed to wrestle, but then the thing Becky got her
Okay,
nose
okay.
broke. That was that year. And Seth and Nakamura wrestled
Yeah.
too, and that was AJ and Brock too. So that was a pretty good Survivor Series. I enjoyed that one honestly.
AJ and Brock was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause Brock came to work.
Yeah, I should have went right. If I had known the year, I would have went right to it because it's way easier to read. But yeah, it was 2018, and it was like it started off the show, and there was this era of tag
Right.
teams. Like it was like from 2013 up until around. Well, they had got away from. So let's say 2013, 2016, like especially when the Shield got real big,
Mm-hmm.
where when they didn't have anything to do with the Shield or anything yet before they became solo stars, they would take the Shield, they take the Usos, and then they would just start throwing other teams in there, and they'd have like a
Yeah.
6-man tag match. And some of those matches were the best matches on the entire card, like the whole night. There's one on like Night of Champions, like when Cena and Randy fought for the umpteenth time, and they had
Mhm.
their match. There was one at the start of their show that was incredible, and I thought it was like one of the coolest 16 tags ever watched. I think our boy Cody and Goldust was in that too. The Dust
Mhm.
Brothers, as I used to call them
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in
I
old
remember
Colin
that.
days,
Right. I trying to think. I
before they literally
also
became Dust Brothers.
I just remembered right, the Dust Brothers. Um
It was right
I just
there.
remembered another team that they like had teased that they were going to put together, and then they just like again directionless. When they put Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns, they tagged that one time.
Yes, I
That
remember
shit was
that.
dope. Like,
It was really good.
because he hit the hit. I don't even remember who they wrestled, but he hit him with Sister Abigail, and then dude was coming to break up the pin. Roman hit him with the spear, and then Bray did the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah,
Yep.
they great. Oh, that shit was so good. I was like,
I haven't
oh,
seen it since the night that happened, so I need to find that
oh,
one. Yeah, that's
oh,
a good
okay.
one.
They're putting Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns together. I just wanted to see it in the ring at that point.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure. I don't care what the story is. Just I just want to see him fucking. I just want to see him fuck people up. Yes, give me that. I'm down. Do rag history, man. I do have an answer on that hot tag.
Go for it.
If you guys, whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Here it is. And it's Dude Love. It's the intro to Dude Love. It's Steve
Yes.
Austin's getting his ass kicked. By, was it Owen and Bulldog?
That
Was it
sounds
Owen and
right.
Davey? Yeah, he
Yeah,
gets
sounds
himself.
right, yeah.
He gets himself in the tag team title match, right? I feel like it was for the titles.
I think
he's supposed to
it
get.
was
He's
on my
supposed to get a
WWE
partner.
13, so I want to say that was the
Yeah,
match you actually had to play through. So yeah,
yeah,
that sounds good.
And they he was like, hey, you gotta get your partner, and he's like, I don't need no damn partner. He go in there and get his ass whooped,
Mm-hmm.
and then I remember being so angry. I remember being so angry, dog, because I didn't like seeing Owen lose titles. And,
Nobody
yeah, it
did.
was just like,
Hilarious.
dog, and that corny ass music, bro. That corny ass Dude Love music. This nigga was coming out doing the little knee dance that niggas used to do. This,
Yeah.
like whatever.
Shout out
Y'all
to
know
the
what I'm
God
talking
Mick
about.
Foley, man, one of the early
Oh my
entries into the
God.
Hall of Fame.
It was like the predecessor to whatever Road Dogg be doing.
K-Rock actually
It was
put him
like-
in. Yeah, man.
My nigga Dude Love came out there. They was doing that stupid ass like dance that white hippies be doing when they
Mm-hmm.
switch fucking spinning their hands fist around each other.
Yeah.
It's like, golly, this is trash. But no, it's the greatest hot tag of all time. Because I think people were like, what the fuck's happening right now? And then it was like, oh shit, Dude Love from that video. Remember? He's
Mhm.
here now. Like, it's so,
Right.
yeah, little intro to that.
All right.
Well,
I got an answer for this. It was the New Day in Brooklyn, like when they were on all
Okay.
white, and then Big E caught that hot tag, of course,
Yeah,
and
brother.
came in and cleaned them all out, and then they won, and then of course they gyrated and got all the blues
Dog.
raining down on them and everything.
Dog. Them niggas was, dog, that nigga Big E was popping them hips everywhere,
Yes, he
nigga. I
was.
like,
Pulled those straps down, hit the big ending.
that nigga was swinging
kiss.
ass everywhere. I was like,
Chef's kiss.
that big nigga go, dog.
Played New York State of Mind on the trombone.
Oh my
Xavier did,
God,
man.
dog.
What a moment.
So great.
That's a great hot tag.
And that was, that's when they like super got over.
That was the moment. That was like, okay, these guys are.
I remember going into
They
I
really
remember
got
them going
something for
into
sure.
that match and I was like, dog, I want these niggas to win. And then like,
yeah.
dog, I want these niggas to win.
Hell yeah.
And then I think that was like when did he bring out Francesca that night or the night?
That was
next night?
Francesca. That was Francesca because they played New York State of Mind and they had to edit it out of the future broadcast.
Oh yeah, let's hear it for New Day. Yeah, they did do that shit.
Yes, they did.
And I do believe that he did the Final Fantasy fanfare too.
Mm-hmm. He did. He did. We
I
talked
think
about
he did
before.
that night.
Before.
I was like, well, we're
They
here.
did it.
This is these guys right here. Give them. I put all my money on these guys.
Give them all the flowers, man.
Let's do it.
All the flowers.
In for the long run. Hell yeah.
Great answers.
Great ass things.